Whose name? My name.
My name is Rise of the Horned One.
We're back.
We're back.
This little man, Higgledies. You know what? I forgot about them.
We're back and maybe syndicated.
I hope so. I could use the money. I could use the Seinfeld dollars.
Do you know what syndicated is? It was so interesting learning what syndication means.
Does it mean it's like on repeat?
It means it's on repeat on a channel that was not the one that originally aired it.
That makes sense. That's how TNT gets its content.
Yeah.
Or these other like whack ass channels that nobody really watches except for reruns at 3:00 in the morning.
So we are trying to get a rank A thing, which I forget how we do.
We were doing military stuff last time.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're trying to get Forcus to join us.
Yeah. But there's a bunch of other people that are just as important.
Fabulous Forcus.
Maybe more important because they're earlier on in the numbering.
Go to Nautis Harbor and find the merperson who's been following the fisherman. Let's do this.
Oh, okay.
Where on earth is Nautis Harbor?
Where the Nautis are.
Naughty.
Maybe in Hydropolis?
Hydropolis.
Nautis Harbor.
There it is.
Yes. We geniuses.
Well, listen, it's definitely been a week in the world of video games. We want to talk about that. I have purchased and not yet started playing the video game Armored Core 6.
Oh, do you own? You own the digital edition?
I bought it on a disc.
Ooh. How is the game so far?
I have not
from looking at the box art.
The box art, fabulous. I've already gone on this rant once, but I'm gonna do it again. Not on this channel, not publicly. I don't think the world is ready for Armored Core 6.
Oh,
because it's coming out in a world where From Software is Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Elden Ring, and all the videos, like pre-release content I've seen, are people going like, guys, it's not Elden Ring. It's not Elden Ring. And I'm like, it's fucking Armored Core. It came out before all that shit.
Yeah.
As someone who enjoyed Armored Core 1 on a demo disc.
It's also, as I've seen some people say, it is brutally difficult because
it
is Armored Core.
Those games are really hard. I played the one on PlayStation 1.
If you thought the Souls games had a million stats that were difficult to understand, wait until you get to Armored Core.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
If you want 20,000 numbers popping up every time you do something on screen, Armored Core is your game.
But Armored Core was hard for another reason, because on like PlayStation, there weren't joysticks when I played it, so like you had to use the R1, R2, L1, L2 to like move the camera. That shit sucked. That was awful. Flippin' heck. He's heard of overprotective parents. He doesn't know. He's never seen one in real life. Aren't you all gonna die if you leave Hydropolis? They just dropped that fucking plot point. Yeah,
well, they haven't really gone over, I guess, in detail the details. They just have to return once every day for the queen to reset her magic every single day. Unless, of course, they are that one dude.
But then they have no time.
Leander.
Yeah.
He's good. Who is for some reason just immune to all of the effects. All of the time.
We're not going to do that. We're going to go back to this quest.
By hook or by crook.
But yeah, I just feel like the world is just like treating Armored Core like a From Software game, like
from the last 15 years.
And it's like
not a From Software game from 30 years ago.
It's also just not that kind of game. Like it's like you do missions and it's about like customizing your mech. It's not like a RPG that's like long as fuck and you go through all the whatever. Is this the person I need to talk to?
It is not, and it has never been about story in even the slightest sense.
Although it is a creepy game. Like I remember being creeped out by the first game.
I mean, I do know that the new one is supposed to have some a bit more story-ish things.
Yeah, you're like on a planet. There's like mercenary dudes, but like the old Armored Core game, like the first Armored Core game, you're just in like dark, like rooms. Basically, you're like underground the whole time. It's sort of like the underground areas in Mega Man Legends, where it's just like creepy robot world, and then you do the arena stuff, and that's kind of it.
Really, Armored Core is, at the end of the day, it is it's Ratchet and Clank.
Really?
You know, Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank for answer.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank Verdict Day.
Yeah.
Armored Core up your arsenal.
Yes.
Actually,
You
that kinda
understand
works.
it.
That kind of works. Okay, so she was just interested in his craftsmanship. She wasn't trying to be all accusatory on him.
That's what she says now. But wait until tomorrow, in which everything will restart.
She'll forget everything. Do they forget stuff? I don't even remember.
I don't know. No. Look, the details aren't clear.
Nope.
It's not clear if they know. No, I guess it is clear that Leander was special somehow for realizing
Because he's like the future king. He's like she like has a thing for him.
But like she was surprised that he realized they had been in stasis for like 500 years. So maybe they don't know time is changing or moving.
This is such a like innocent plot line. Like, whoops, sorry, fish. That's all good. We all make mistakes. This is The Witcher.
They're gonna get married.
Yeah, that's like how every quest in this game ends. If there's two characters who remotely are into each other, they're just gonna get married. She likes your pole.
She wants your power pole to extend.
Exactly.
Ain't it though?
Great, you're gonna make me get the fucking materials for the earrings, aren't you? God damn it. I don't want to get your gold nuggets.
Wow.
I'll get your nuggets only because you're the king. Just execute him.
Ooh.
I think I already have
But
gold nuggets.
he's not the king of...
Yeah.
Oh. But he's not the king of Hydropolis.
That's true. My 3 gold nuggets, I could still take them back. It's me when I get a whack assignment at work. Are we gonna just time skip?
That'd be crazy if this game just had a time skip. Games that have time skips are crazy. Looking at you, Nier.
Nier has a crazy time skip. Fire Emblem, 3 Houses has a crazy ass time skip. Spoilers, I guess. Okay. Final Fantasy VI kind of has a time skip.
Oh, that's true. I said that, and then I'm like trying to think of games that have time skips, but aren't like time
travel
travel
related. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Starts as a skip.
And then you take a couple hops back.
We did it.
Yay!
All right, let's go back to.
So Daniel,
do some military stuff.
What do you think of Nurse Joy?
Do you mean Nurse Joy's?
Nurse Joy's. Have you heard this theory?
That it's all the same Nurse Joy? I thought it was.
That Nurse Joy is a Pokemon?
It's a Pokemon?
Yeah.
Doesn't she have a Chansey?
Is a humanoid Pokemon? Because Nurse Joy, every single one looks the same.
Right.
They all have the same name.
But does she say more than just her name?
True, but there are some more intelligent Pokemon out there. Like Mewtwo.
Detective Pikachu.
Meowth.
Meowth.
Yep, that's right.
That's true. You know what? Meowth is probably the best evidence for this theory.
But the fact that they are all...
No, I don't want to fight you.
But they are all related, but not necessarily...
Fuck you, let's do it.
They're all related, but not necessarily sisters. They all
I
look
mean,
the
do
same.
they talk about this in the show?
They do talk about how in the show some of them are sisters, but not all of them are. Some of them consider each other cousins.
But they are related.
Yeah.
Well, are all Pokemon related?
Well, yeah. I mean, every species of Pokemon is technically related.
Yeah, but that's like the way like you and I are related because we're like humans on this planet.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like Nurse Joy where it's like the implied direct familial relationship.
Well, they never get into the extent and how extensive their family trees are.
Across the way. That's true. It's in the manga, you know. All right,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
fine. You know what? Fine. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's fight.
Yeah. The Grimchilla.
I actually think these are probably closer to the level of things I should be fighting. Because I'm only in the 40s.
Oh yeah, you're 43.
Is there any other evidence besides the fact that they look alike?
They all talk the same,
Okay.
or approximately the same.
How do they feel about Pokeballs?
Well, I mean, they do take care of them, or at the very least, the Pokemon in them.
Is it ever
Very similar to
explained-
Chansey.
That's true. Is it ever explained what they do?
Has anyone in the show or manga ever seen a Chansey inside a Pokeball? Like, ever? In my limited experience with the Pokemon show, you never see like anybody
Like
even
use a Chansey?
suggest catching a Chansey. Like
I-
it's just a Pokemon that exists outside of a Pokeball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about
No,
it.
because Chansey's working. Chansey has to fucking make those hours.
True.
Part of the nurses union.
Have you seen an episode with Jessie, from the original Pokemon show, about her terrible backstory?
No.
So Jessie wanted to be a nurse, and was training to be a nurse, amongst a bunch of Chanseys, and was struggling because she was the only human. And her teacher, or the whatever, the instructor, was also human. And at one point, Chanseys do I think it was Chanseys, it could have been Jigglypuffs, do their song, to do it to help heal or whatever, and it causes people to fall asleep, and Jessie falls asleep on the job. It's still in a training room, but she is kicked
How
out.
are they supposed to?
She's kicked out of the training program for falling asleep because she was listening to I think it was Jigglypuff, to the Jigglypuff song.
I don't think that's fair.
I don't think that's fair either. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
I am a little lower level, but you did say the best way to grind is to
Is to lose.
lose. So you know what? We're gonna.
Best way to win is to play. Best way to play is to win. Ooh. Yeah? What is weakens weapons of the enemy unit?
Why not?
You
Why
need a
not?
blue person.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that the guy I'm trying to recruit is a blue person. Let's do a little bolstering. Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
have a lot more kings. Probably have some more kings guilders now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go collect my taxes. King Whambrose the First.
Good luck, everyone.
I wish my name was a pun.
It could be.
No, apparently my name is fucking David, according to lots of people that I know.
Oh, that's true. Speaking of naming, Dango, you are really great at naming characters, particularly in anywhere, but especially in role-playing games.
That's true.
And Tommy and I were watching an actual play recently called Mentopolis, and there was a character that named, or was the DM named a character something that I think you would find just so perfect.
Was it Bognop Chosnip?
No. But the character was the body's mental embodiment of fight or flight. and they were fight, but they had tried to, I guess, run away from that, from being that, or change what they were. And so they changed their name, and this embodiment of Fight and Flight was also a Russian woman, an older Russian woman. And so the name that the character had was Ivana Popov.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, that is such a dang...
That reminds me of Austin Powers, a character named Ivana Humpalot.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes.
Which is not a name I would normally go for, but one that is near and dear to me.
And so yeah, Tommy and I are watching that. We're like, that's a name that we think Daniel would appreciate.
That's almost like too smart. That's
but I was like, but it's too specific.
It's too much of a real name.
It's too accurate.
Like, I would name a character like Chargnar, like something
It's
that's
like, yeah,
not...
you pick sounds and you go and you go from there.
Burvgon, like that's a name.
Or like Carrot.
Or just like Verp, VRP, Verp. That's a name.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm out of low termite. Let's do it. Let's lose. Let's do it. Can I use...
Chinggis defeated.
Shit, I'm sorry, Chinggis.
Oh, quick, help Muriel.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Flipmun. Quick, help Bygone. These guys are strong.
It's not... Well, I'm like 6 levels under leveled, but I don't know another spot.
Quick, help Helena. Bygone defeated. Helena defeated.
Just go in melee. Just do it in melee. Just do it.
Quick,
You're
help
fine.
Muriel. Muriel defeated.
Just melee.
It hasn't said that yet.
Just do it in melee.
Man, Muriel is holding it down. She was holding it down.
We're definitely getting better.
Yeah.
Shut up, Bun. You're right out there. A couple stronger units. Where am I going to get them? Where am I supposed to get these units?
I think you could probably do much better if you have, if you get a blue person.
That's true.
Yes, it is true.
All right. You know what? Maybe this is a little too hardcore for us. Maybe this is a little bit too much.
No.
You know what always blew my mind about Pokemon is like learning as a child between the release of Pokemon Blue and Red and the release of Pokemon Silver and Gold, or I guess realizing that Ho-Oh was in the first episode of the show.
Yep.
And being like, oh my god, like they've thought about this since the very beginning, like that. Like honestly, Pokemon Gold and Silver in general is probably like one of my favorite games, just because of the fact that it.
But I had Ho-Oh.
Well, it had Ho-Oh, but also like the fact that you go back to the original area and you fight yourself, like all that stuff. Like I don't think I've ever played a game since then that like does that quite as well. Like that's why I like games that do things like have an extensive post game or have a story that recognizes your achievements and stuff. Because of Pokemon Gold and Silver, where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the Pokemon Master, and now it's telling me that like in the next game.
And then there's stuff that you can do that only the Pokemon Master is allowed to do.
Right. Which is how it should be. Even Tide Trail's gonna go up this way.
I could see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I'm sure I'm not alone in that.
I'm pretty sure you were alone in that.
No one else likes Pokemon Gold and Silver?
No one else likes Pokemon Gold and Silver. I hear it's considered one of the worst ones.
That's wrong. That's just... it's patently false.
Okay. True, it's patently
Here we
false.
go. Level 9. This is way better.
You can wreck these little dudes.
Fabricas's Fortlets? I don't even know what that means.
Tiny forts?
You know, because it's level 9, I'm actually going to use some of the weaker guys.
Oh, look, they all leveled.
I'm going to use the Kitty Cat Cutters.
Ooh.
And I'll keep everyone else like this.
There should be a character named the Straw Man.
I don't know that would make a good army unit.
Ah.
I mean, they kind of already act like that. How you
Drongos?
going, Drongos? That guy's a fucking Drongo if I ever saw one.
I would agree. And by Drongo, we mean just a very nice and lovely person who's
Not Bongo
well to put
Drongo.
together and definitely not about oppressing people. Yes? It's a
Definitely
Drongo?
not. I guess. I was thinking of Bongo Drongo from Dragon Quest XI. who is a cool character. Everybody wants to be a Drongo.
Bongo Drongo? I don't
Bongo
remember.
Drongo is an enemy. He's a Bongo Drongo. He's fucking awesome.
I remember Bongo Bongo.
That's a different video game.
It is a different video game, but that's who I remember.
That's a creepier enemy. Hey, look at these fucking clowns. Look at these fucking clowns.
Wow. Ooh, you missed. You left behind some military might.
Oh, I'm gonna need this. Cash money. Got it.
Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the shield is. I don't think the shield has a. I think it's
It doesn't. It's just
like
stupid.
general, like
it's just
a-
rude.
or just like a unit that like doesn't. That everything's like good against it. Nothing's bad against it.
Well,
No Bongo Drongos here.
wow, you are. I mean, you are way higher level, but you're still crushing it.
I got one level 7 guy.
You haven't even had to use any special tactics.
Oh yeah, well might as well save it now that I'm not in any
You're
danger.
not dealing with people 20 levels above you, or 7.
I should probably.
Do 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 do. That must be
Got
so
him.
intimidating. That guy was just standing in front of you. You're like, I'm not going to kill you right now. I'm going to call some friends over first.
Yeah. Feckless dipsticks. Fuck. Where'd he go?
Stay strong.
Oh, rebuild installations. Oh, I don't have time. I have time
Oh.
for maybe 2.
Oh, there's one right there.
Maybe 3. Oh, I don't think I can afford it actually. Blake? Seriously? Just
Blake
Blake?
and Riley.
The people we went to high school with. They're just enemies in, Kuni. That's what they're up to.
Fabricas.
His name is Factory in Romanian.
Boop, boop, boop.
All right, Blake.
Oh no, Riley's destroyed your thing.
Yo, fuck Riley.
Are they rebuilding it? Is that what they're doing? They're just standing on top of it.
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, it doesn't look like they're doing anything. Boop, 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 doo. So, Daniel, what new games have you played since we've last gathered?
I've continued to play Baldur's Gate 3. Mm-hmm. Act 3 of that game is like just a lot. You should definitely play that game when it comes to PlayStation because
Yeah, that's what I
is it
was
on
thinking of
PlayStation
doing.
already?
No, I think it comes out September 5th or something.
There's a lot to that game, and I think there's a lot to appreciate, even if you're not necessarily like a D&D fan.
Yeah, I was thinking of playing it for research.
Yeah, I think it streamlines some D&D stuff such that actually might be effective. I've been playing the game Bomb Rush Cyberpunk only for about an hour. Mm-hmm. Hey, if you like Jet Set Radio,
This is that.
that's the game, including all the frustrations that go along with the original Jet Set Radio / Jet Grind Radio, which is what it was called when I played it.
Ooh.
I've been continuing to play sporadically my Wasteland 2 playthrough. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of replaying it because I built my characters incorrectly the first time. So this is sort of like
How so?
I just like spec'd into like toaster repair, which for those of you who played the game,
What is this game?
Wasteland 2, a sequel to the critically acclaimed Wasteland, which came out like in the 90s, like early 90s, late 80s.
I feel like I've heard of this.
It's
Okay,
like
I've heard of Wasteland 3.
Yeah, Wasteland 3 is that's after Microsoft acquired Obsidian, or not Obsidian, sorry. Shit, who made that game? Was it Obsidian?
In Exile.
In Exile, yes.
And
But
Deep
it's
Silver?
all ex Fallout people, people who worked on the original Fallout, I think. And yeah, In Exile is like 2 is more of like a janky kind of.
Oh, there was successor to Interplay's Planescape Torment.
That's it.
Interplay. I learned about Interplay the other day. It's really interesting.
Wait,
In relation to
Torment Ties of Nemora, is that
Baldur's
what you're
Gate.
thinking Oh.
As a quick sidestep, one of the major writers for D&D,
Dawn Dragon.
I forget what his name is, but quit
David Dungeon.
when it was still TSR, quit TSR, and went to Interplay, where he basically was like, "We're gonna make some D&D games," and that's how you got Baldur's Gate, where he created the. He was one of the creators of the. I think it said of the. God, one of the creators. I could be totally misstating this of the. Basically, the setting that Baldur's Gate is in, as well as just in the general Forgotten Realms stuff. And he also created the Planescape Torment setting.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was like he knew D&D, and so that's what, when he went to Interplay, he was like, that's what we're going to make.
Are you thinking of the game Torment, Tides of Numura?
Yes.
That was a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment. I heard that game was okay. Doesn't quite get to the same heights as Planescape, but am I playing as Roland? I'm not gonna play as Roland. What?
Roland is your favorite character.
Yeah, if I'm feeling like I like bad characters.
Wow.
So how many politicians in this country have we had to deal with making mistakes?
That is a name.
Roland's done the thing that no incompetent politician has done in this country, which is let the U.S. get nuked.
One of the producers of Planescape Torment was a guy named Guido Henkel.
I'm going to back pocket that one for later.
It's a great name for a character.
Of the Henkel's Knives fortune?
Oh yeah, it's also so Interplay created with sort of a lot of this guy's help. Fallout, Baldur's Gate, and Descent.
Yeah.
And everyone's favorite series, Battle Chess.
Oh, add Battle Chess. I like Battle Chess.
Oh yeah, he's also the reason Icewind Dale. There's the Icewind Dale series.
Yeah. All those classic CRPGs. Yeah, it's funny. I played Baldur's Gate 2 when I was a small child. I don't know, I was like 11 years old or something. And never touched it again. Level 26, that's too much. And it's funny, like, going back. I remember, like, there's a couple characters that show up in Baldur's Gate 3 that are from 2. And I think probably from 1, too, although I never played it. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then proceed to, like, not remember anything. And I'm so grateful that the game is like, you probably know this if you've played the game, but we're going to respect you. But just in case. You can have this extra dialogue option where this character tells you everything that happened, or you find a book or something that goes over it, and then I can be reminded. I gotta watch one of those like explainer videos or something.
Oh my god, what another name! Co-founder or CEO of current CEO of Obsidian, and founder of Black Isle Studios, which is a division of Interplay. His name was Fergus Urquhart. I don't know how to pronounce that. Do you know how to pronounce that?
I have no idea.
Scottish.
URKU. I have no idea.
Fergus. Don't get attacked.
Remind me, Black Isle is like a.
Black Isle's the one that made stuff happen.
Well, that I know.
Yeah.
But now that I got my Interplays and my NX,
they're the ones that made Planescape, Icewind Dale, and Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like Black Isle, Obsidian is black. I get messed up.
Yeah. I was just watching the what do you call it thing?
I don't know. What do you call it?
That one thing. The Horizon Zero Dawn making of from NoClip. And,
we bring up NoClip a lot on this channel.
They talk to what's his face.
If you ever listen to this one, Danny O'Dwyer, I'm a fan of you from the old days. When you were on GameSpot and stuff. Fuck, let's zoom out. I gotta find more military things I can actually do.
Are you saying he should be interviewing us?
No, I don't think. What a fabulous waste of time.
If whoever does a documentary about us, this is going to be online. He's going to have to play in it. Just throwing that out there.
about our awesome Metal Gear Solid playthrough that's happening right
But
now.
anyway, the writer they got from, just like a really interesting writer they got for, that they specifically recruited as their narrative lead for Horizon Forbidden West, or I guess Forbidden West as well, but Zero Dawn, was the lead narrative designer, or lead creative designer, and lead writer for Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, that's cool.
And Tom Clancy's End War at Ubisoft.
Oh, what a
And
seminal
the lead narrative
strategy
designer
classic.
for Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
That's a good game. That's a good game with a kind of whack-ass story, I'm going to be honest.
Woo.
Who cares? You don't care about the story in that game. All you care about is, like, my orc guy. I'm raising my orc babies to be powerful.
True.
Oh,
This character's name, I love his name, Newbie, but his name should be Lubu.
So I choose not to pursue him.
Yeah.
Level you up.
But then he also wouldn't be working at a weapon shop as a weaponsmith. He would be the general of your armies. Maybe he's the best that he's not in charge.
so
he's not
he
here?
doesn't betray me? Lubu,
Yeah.
notorious for betraying people. What do I need? I need 200 IQ. Fuck, that's a lot of IQ.
What?
I gotta find people. You know?
Apparently he's no longer at there. At Gorilla.
Lubu?
Yes.
Stefan knows spiffing smithing. Okay, we don't have that. We were trying to research something last time and I don't remember what it was. We were looking for a facility.
Oh, right. We were trying to look for a facility to make you better at armies. A barracks. An elite barracks.
Let's go to facility menu.
A.
That's for a specific facility. I want this one. Jump to Evermore Barracks. Yes. Still researching? This is a week has passed.
There is a thing somewhere. I forgot which one that you can research to increase the speed at which things are researched.
Well, there's this boost research speed where I can just pay money.
Well, there's that, I suppose.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen. What is the hunting lodge number 1? I have a lot of people I need to level up.
You don't have to.
She's human folk. Sure, let's do it.
Oh, okay. I take back what I said about the Forgotten Realms bit.
Did they predate all that?
It says Baldur's Gate takes place. Well, the Forgotten Realms was created by Ed Greenwood. The setting takes place in the year originally 1368 DR. Whatever DR stands for.
Dude Ranch.
And focuses on the western shoreline of Faerun in the stretch known as the Sword Coast.
That's all I know about.
Daniel's favorite place.
That's all I know about D&D is like the Sword Coast. At all.
Yes,
It's
it's
like,
crazy when you invent a world and spend all of your stories, or a big chunk of your stories, in 2 places.
Like, I didn't even know. That's probably the reason why I didn't know it was D&D. I'm just like, oh, it's this one fucking city. And, like, when I played Baldur's Gate 2, I'm like, there's no way it's just this. Like, D&D's got to have other stuff. And every time I look in the books or try to, like, play other things or, you know, expand. Like, when I'm trying to write my own campaigns or whatever, it just kind of feels like that's it. And I just have to homebrew my own stuff. It's like that or, like, Hell, the Underdark.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. I mean, I guess there's like Waterdeep and Icewind Dale, and
wherever the hell Strahd takes place.
Yeah, Icewind Dale's a city, right?
It's a place at the very least.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
It's also a video game series, if that helps.
Yeah, that I'm aware of. Oh, there's also Neverwinter. How could we forget Neverwinter?
Oh yeah, Neverwinter. Especially those knights there.
Yep. Oops. What did I do? Whoopsie. I don't know. Baldur's Gate's fun. I'm enjoying that game.
What is
enjoying Bomber Cyberpunk.
What is your favorite thing in Baldur's Gate so far?
The facial animations on the characters are amazing. The story's fun. Like they do a lot of like, they just do the thing that every D&D campaign I've played should do, which is like they just have fun shit. There's like I don't want to spoil the quest for anyone that's gonna play it because it's even by the time this comes out, there are probably people who haven't finished it yet. But there's just a lot of like cool shit in that game, and some of the characters and things they explore are like stuff that I didn't know about in D&D, like stuff related to like the Mind Flayers and like the Gith. That's like kind of new territory for me, and that's way more fucking interesting than like any of the any of the quasi like political Game of Thrones type stuff. Not that I know D&D.
What about the spine of the world?
I don't think we go there.
Oh,
is that a mountain? That's a mountain.
It's a mountain region that cuts through Faerun.
No, I don't think I'm gonna.
I know this goes in the face of things I said a couple of whatever episodes it was. I mean, stuff I was saying then. I have done way too much research into D&D for someone who finds it a little underwhelming, just because I cannot not try to absorb as much lore as I possibly can.
Is that just for? I mean, why? Like, why?
Why? I just
have a better way of phrasing that.
I don't know. I just really love.
Like lore generally, but then D&D specifically, because you're not the first person who's told me I like lore. And for me, I'm kind of like, well, but if I don't care about anything, why would I absorb the lore?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have to like some stuff, but like when I was creating a character, I was like, oh, I should learn about as much of the lore, I guess, in relation to this character as possible. If I'm going to have them take place like in a setting, I should try to learn as much about that setting as I can.
That's the right thing to do. That I never do, by the way.
So yeah, but even like when we watched the WoW movie, after the movie came out, I was like, oh, okay, so were all of these, how much of this was like accurate to WoW? And so I just sort of fell in a cesspool of WoW lore for a bit.
WoW lore can be fun. Like pre-World of Warcraft, I shouldn't say WoW lore. Warcraft lore can be fun. I really enjoyed it before World of Warcraft. Then they kind of lost me.
I don't know. I think I just, in general, kind of like lore. I will say, for the most part, I want it to be like, I want enough of it to be given to me for me to be interested in looking something up. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, it took me for when I was playing, mostly just because it was a time sink, Destiny, I was not terribly interested in going online and looking up their lore card things. That was just so boring.
I tried with that fucking game.
It was really tedious.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rather just like see a page. But also, I kind of am the same with like video games, to a degree when I'm playing them, and like, this is the lore section. I'll be like, all right, I am not going to look at this until maybe I'm 20 hours in, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll stop and read this now. It's kind of what I did with Control.
Yeah, well, Control,
other stuff.
We mentioned this earlier at dinner tonight, but one of the few games where like all the little collectibles are just the stars of the show. They're like, so good and interesting and weird and fun compared to so many games that just do that either out of like some weird obligation or because they genuinely think it's a good storytelling mechanism and they just don't do it correctly. Like Control just fucking nails it.
Well, Control also just nailed the SCP aspect of it.
Oh yeah. The dryness, the bureaucracy, like they did it so well.
Which I was talking to Tommy about that a bit. I was saying, I think the reason the SCP stuff is so impactful for people is that like they're dealing with like all these alien entities and stuff, and that's all fun and cool, but for the most part, while people like seek order, bureaucracy is in and of itself like a pretty alien and horrific thing in many ways.
Right.
But like that is our alien thing. And so using that to like study and try to pick apart other alien things is sort of like our only defense is to fight horrific psychological trauma with horrific psychological trauma.
It's definitely I don't know. It makes me less scared when I'm like, oh, some suit is like just looking at this stuff and going like, yeah, the catalog, put it in the catalog. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, so it's not the end of the world? Okay.
Yeah. But also like have you watched the movie Brazil?
Yeah.
It's like Brazil in and of itself, right, is pretty horrifying.
Right.
But like if you like focus that energy on
it can be fun. It can be fun.
Like on something, it's like, oh, okay, there's something somewhat good about this thing.
Yeah.
It has some redeeming features. This gargoyle wyvern fire thing is getting ganked.
They're not that strong. I gotta rebuild this.
They gotta stop shooting arrows.
I think if they kill them all, I would lose.
Wow, that was pitiful. I kind of feel really bad for those guys. The Whamsters
people.
They sound so cute when you were killing them. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo.
What are we talking about when we start talking about control?
The lore.
That's right, absorbing lore. I'm so not good at that. Like I just get bored easily. Like there's only a few properties that I've ever been able to really sit and dig into. Mm-hmm. One of those is Warhammer, and I'm like barely scratching the surface. Even when I was younger, I was really into like the history of the Primarchs and stuff like that. Kind of the more interesting lore bits. But there's so much shit to Warhammer that's just like one-off short stories and things, and like it's a lot. Like if you want to absorb something, that's definitely a good place. Where does it show my?
I don't know. Oh, you have to go back to your kingdom, I think.
Well, good thing we're right here.
Good thing we're right here.
I don't know. I like a good Final Fantasy lore.
Yeah. I like it when they like
see.
Okay, so I guess maybe we have to do something else. Maybe level. How do we level? Oh, we can just pick up quests from people in your town.
Oh yeah.
But we have to level some barracks or military things in town.
I've just received a brand new academic tome. Oh no, I've lost my academic tome. I feel like I need to just get more people into this village.
Do it.
No,
so that you can turn this village into a kingdom? And this kingdom into a town?
I don't have enough people. Like, I feel like I just don't have enough. Let's see.
Fido.
Do I have 3 silver nuggets?
Yeah, if it says give them, that means you have them.
Then I'm going to do this. Where is Fido?
I think he's in your town. Is he in your town?
Oh no,
he's from Goldpaw. But maybe he's nearby? No.
Trapdoor map. Yeah.
Goldpaw.
He's at the Dreaming Chamomile Inn. I probably got this quest when we were here. Like
that sounds lovely. Ago. I would love some tea.
Dreamomile? Camadream?
Yeah, Camadream. That's okay. Maybe
Mamadriel?
That became repugnant really quick.
Look, I don't make the rules. I don't make the phrases.
You
They
do.
just come to me. It's just the way of the world. The dictionary is just in my head.
You make a series of sounds and call that a thing.
That's called,
What's called wordsmithing.
I guess. Now I can come to your kingdom. Thank you. I need you. Armor production. Fuck yes. Fido.
Fido!
Hell yeah. I'm sure that waterproof armor that he gives me would have been good like 10 hours ago. I'm like, where to get side quests? There's like 50 billion fucking... I just like Goldpaw so much more than the other cities. I'd rather get the quest from here.
Yeah, it really, I mean, this Goldpaw really is just kind of has like the most character.
My tail.
Goldpaw feels like just a more comforting, in some ways to me, comforting version of Hamline.
Yeah. Are you gonna just join me because I heard your stupid story?
Yes, please do. He doesn't have a name, so he's not going to join you.
He's boastful man.
That's a secret. That's a secret in this game. If I remember correctly, if a character has if a quest giver has a name, they are likely to join you. Conflagra.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke. That's right. Make her easy enough to recognize. Okay, this is gonna be the purple clouds that hang out. I love watching people run in terror. I love it.
Yeah?
Arf, arf, arf.
You want me to go defeat the monster that you defeated to prove that I'm good to be your successor?
This quest probably would have been hard when I was here the first time.
Oh, this could be a level 50 quest. It's level 32,
Okay,
so it would have been way
it's-
harder, way too difficult when you first got it.
But it's not totally out of whack.
I don't know.
All right, I'll go to world map. Let's go to the Calmlands.
Oh yeah, you have your airship.
I do. I keep forgetting to call it.
Do you have a favorite video game airship? Have we spoken about this?
We have, and it's still the Hildegard 3, I think, from Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah.
The one that's like the spaceship.
Well,
Although the Ragnarok is like probably the best ship in any Final Fantasy game ever, because red, it's cool, and it's fucking also a spaceship. Yeah, level 26. Come on, man. What a joke.
What? She's Conflagra. She is not a joke. Wow, you slept her for a second. That. Has she even acted yet?
Nope.
Wow.
Probably should have done this quest like a million hours ago.
That was a difficult fight. It caused Evan to go Super Saiyan.
Do I get extra? I don't know. I want to grind at the proper level, but
There are places that you can do that.
well, I think
If you go to the last place was your favorite place, Broadleaf. Like you can go to if you go up to the ice area, probably. That we haven't been to yet.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Let's go to Junkyard Mine and Color.
Junkyard Mine.
Let's go to that desert in the south.
Did you ever do that in Final Fantasy IX where you walk a little too close to the edge of the beach in the beginning and you're level like 10 and you walk a little too far to the left and suddenly you're dealing with a level 45 house attacking you?
Yep.
Or dragon?
Yep. That's I don't know where I stand on the game scales with you versus. Ooh. Is Alma Moon here?
Oh yeah, this is the remnants of the Mamoon.
Do you have a favorite airship, B?
I mean, it would probably have to be the Hildegard, but
I'm surprised none of us have said the High Wind, the classic best ship.
classic best ship.
Yeah,
I actually really like the airship in the beginning of.
Oh fuck this!
Fuck.
Let's get the fuck out of here! Flying away.
I really like the airship at the beginning of Final Fantasy IV.
The one where you kill that village.
Yeah.
I just realized that place is called Lake Geary. Because it's full of gears.
I wish you saw it more, but the airship at Final Fantasy X is also great. Like, it just looks nice.
What is that fucking thing called?
I don't... Is it the High Wind? Because some point they were just like...
Wasn't Sid and Albed in Final Fantasy X?
He was.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
It's your ship in...
No.
10-2.
Does 10-2 or 10... Is there a 10-3? No, there's not a 10-3.
There's not a 10-3. I had a really hard time getting into 10-2. I've never gotten terribly far into it.
Does that game ever get a world map?
10-2?
10-2, yeah.
Yes.
Like an old school...
Oh, you mean like walking around the world map?
Yeah.
No. It's entirely menu-based.
That's kind of how 16 is. And, I mean, it's a little more interactive in 16. It's more like a map that you kind of move a cursor around. But, I don't know, man. Something about 16 is, like, as I'm getting closer to the end point of that game, like, moving off the midpoint and the end point of that game, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting bored of the combat. It's kind of repetitive. And it's just the same kind of moves over and over again. I mean, I still like I'm curious to see how the story ends, and some of the characters are really, really good, but
I have not been playing 16 mostly because I'm writing a campaign, and so I'm distracted by only wanting to consume things that make me think about that. So I guess I was playing Alan Wake and Control, and the really, really amazing sleeper hit game that everyone should play, Murdered Soul Suspect.
That game gets a lot of love.
That was sarcasm. It is not a great game.
That's a Swery game, right? Swery? Swery 65, he's a game designer.
Was it? I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think it is a Swery game. Swery games are known for being like weird but cool.
It's interesting. It does.
Or no, I'm thinking of Dark Dreams Don't Die. D4.
It does some interesting things. It just doesn't. And I guess the interesting things, interesting ways. I loved the opening of it, which is really cool, because the main character, whose name I'm forgetting, is Ronan. Like the game starts with you seeing that he has a bunch of tattoos, and then
that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, right. But it starts with him showing you he has tattoos like all over his body, and then it goes and starts showing you his past. And as it shows you bits of his past, it cuts away to a new tattoo, like to you seeing the tattoos go into his body. Like that's just cool. And then it ends with the opening ends with you or him being thrown out of a fourth story window.
He becomes murdered, soul suspected.
Well, first he's only sort of having an out of body experience. Somehow he doesn't immediately die when hitting the ground from the fourth floor. And you, as him, try to put his soul back into his body as the bad guy comes up and shoots him.
So you play as a ghost? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you play as a ghost. And you were trying to find the person who killed you.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got a cool premise, and it does a lot of things well. It just does a lot of things that like not amazingly well.
Does it is it like a detective type game, or is it more like just like a straight up adventure game without like, I don't know, a detective mode or something?
No, it's a straight up detective game. There's like nothing you can.
You got a notebook and you.
Yeah, there's not really anything you can do besides detecting. They do. I mean, there are quote unquote enemies. That really your only mode of interacting with them is like do a quick time event to kill them, a short quick time to kill them, or they just kill you, or they devour you, basically.
Sounds boring.
It actually made the final confrontation really confusing about what you were supposed to do because...
Did you finish it?
I did. It was a really short game. It's only like 6 or 7 hours.
Oh wow, it's a day's work.
Yeah.
These tools look familiar.
Hey. Oi, I mean.
He's dead.
He's not dead. Oh, yep, he's totally dead. It's a ghost.
Oh, but it does want to hurt us.
It's a friendly figment.
An FF.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a spell I have? I can talk to. I can just do that.
Oh, you need...
Spirit medium. Do I need to?
Does he just have to... How do you... Does he just get that at some point? Maybe you need to get the thing?
Yeah, usually it just lets me do it in the. Wait, do I not have the spell?
Oh, you might have to... You have to get the spell by doing research.
Then why did he say he knew about it? Everything in this fucking game is like, you gotta go to another place.
Get your spell building in level 2, and then you can buy the spell. Well, next time.
Let's do it next time.